Hi, this is a little video I put together on brine fermented pickles. So what I'm starting with is homegrown organic pickle cucumbers from my garden. There's a variety of different kinds there. And I've just sliced them all. I try to keep them fairly thick because these are not canned, they're fermented, they're fresh, so they don't soften up too much, but they do soften some. And then I have white onions that are also homegrown organic. I have grape leaves, basil, garlic that's just very roughly chopped, some oregano and rosemary, and canned dill. I don't have any fresh right now. And then this is a brine that I made up earlier, and it is a quart of water to 2 tablespoons of sea salt. You can also use pink Himalayan or kosher, whatever you have on hand. So I start with layering my jars. I'll put some herbs in the bottom, which I don't measure. I just toss in, get some of those rosemaries off of the stems. I do this because I mostly don't put this stuff in what I eat. It's just for flavoring the pickles, so that it's big enough to pick back out. And then some garlic, this is hard with one hand, some chunks of basil, and then I'll do a base of onions, and I just layer that on up with the sliced cukes and the onions. And sometimes I'll throw some more herbs in there halfway through on these bigger jars. But to save time, I'm going to just skip ahead to this jar that I have already filled. So you can see the onions throughout, the herbs on the bottom, and the cukes. And then I am going to pour this brine and then you don't want a ton of air bubbles. It's not quite as big a deal as canning when you're fresh fermenting, but you want to get some of those out. Oops. So I use a chopstick and I'll just kind of stick it down in there, and that releases some of the air up to the top and out of the jar, and kind of packs the cucumbers down in there a little more. Do this with a wooden spoon or whatever it is you want to use. And then you don't want your pickles above the water line. So that is one of the purposes for the grape leaves. The grape leaf I tuck in here, and it kind of protects the pickles from getting up into the air. And grape leaves carry tannins, and tannins help to keep it nice and crunchy. You could also use a blackberry leaf or an oak tree leaf, horseradish leaf. Those are all high tannin leaves. And then I have these, someone gave me for a gift, pickle pebbles. So it's just a clear glass stone that I put on the top, and that can give it a little bit of additional weight. This isn't totally necessary, it kind of helps. You can also do like clean river rocks or a baggie of water, or just the grape leaf alone will really help. And then the lid that I have and like to use are these airlock lids. So they're a little overfilled, but you screw this on and it allows the gases and air to come up and breathe out of your jar to burp it. Now if you don't have these, another thing you can do is just a regular mason jar lid, but cover it with wax paper so that the metal isn't touching the fermentation process. For different reasons, metal isn't the best when you're fermenting. So just put some wax paper in between it, or if you have plain plastic lids like this, and then you're going to want to burp it every day because it's not going to allow the gas to escape like these lids were. You could actually explode it or just over ferment it. So you want to be burping your jars every day, and you'll be starting to see it bubble up and come alive. It depends on the temperature. Ideally they want to be between 65 and 85 degrees for 7 to 10 days. But again, you're going to want to just be checking them and burping them a couple times a day. Especially right now, this is July 24th and it's really hot, so I'm guessing these will probably only go about 4 or 5 days in my house that is averaging 85, 90 degrees right now. But right now is when the cucumbers are coming out of the garden, so I'm doing it. So anyway, I hope that all makes sense, and I will have my recipe posted to my Mountain Mama's Facebook page, and happy fermenting!